Hey, Dwight Clow here, and it is Saturday morning. There's a train off in the distance and a bunch of other noise around the neighborhood, but hopefully that'll be okay. I help people experience God and make a difference, and we are working our way through the story or the gift of your influence, and we're on day 16, and today I want to show you how God has left the most important job up to you. And in order to do that, I want to share with you a movie, The Straight Story. It came out a number of years ago. It's one of my favorites. It's just kind of a low-budget film, but just has a powerful message to it. And I will be giving some spoilers, so I'm sorry if you haven't seen the movie. Just be warned, there will be some spoilers in my description. The Straight Story tells the story of Alvin Straight, who made national news a number of years ago because he traveled from the middle of Iowa into Wisconsin on a riding lawnmower. And in the movie, it kind of explores why he did that. And the movie starts with an introduction to Alvin Straight. He's retirement age, he's living on Social Security, has limited means, he's long since stopped driving, his health is poor, he walks with 2 canes. When he falls down, he needs help getting back up. And so he's a person that's working with physical and financial limitations. And then Alvin gets a phone call, and the phone call informs him that his brother Lyle has suffered a stroke. And his brother Lyle lives a couple hundred miles away in Wisconsin, and unfortunately he and Lyle had had a falling out earlier on. And their relationship, which once when they were very young was very close, has really fallen apart, and heated words were exchanged, and there was a lot of anger, and they hadn't spoken to each other in many years. Well, anyway, after Alvin gets this call, he lets his daughter know that he's going to go back out on the road. And so he gets in his riding lawnmower and hooks a trailer up to it and starts down the road in this riding lawnmower. And at night he's camping in the trailer, and he's meeting with different people and sharing these gems of wisdom with them. And one of the biggest stories he tells is how he and his brother used to be close, and because they weren't careful with their relationship, there was a falling out, and now they were miles apart, not only geographically but miles apart in their relationship. And he just longs for the time to go back to the time when they were just boys camping out under the stars and looking up into the heavens and seeing the stars overhead. And anyway, his lawnmower breaks down, and somebody helps him fix it and lets him camp in their yard, and the guy offers to drive him the rest of the way, but he turns that down. And the whole movie, we're kind of asking ourselves the story, why the lawnmower? Why is he turning down these offers from other people to get a ride over to see his brother? And then when he finally pulls into his brother's driveway, his brother is sitting out on his porch, and his brother sees him and says, "You came all the way to see me in that?" He understood by the sacrifice that Alvin had made, how much Alvin cared about him. And in the end, these 2 brothers who were once so far apart are reconciled once again, and the movie ends with the scene of them sitting on the porch together, looking up into the heavens at the stars, friends once again. Well, we are talking about the gift of your influence, and we're working our way through the transforming identities, 7 identities that God has given you that empower you to be the change agent that your world needs. And the identity that we're talking about today is the identity of ambassador. In 2 Corinthians 5, if I've got the reference straight in my head, 2 Corinthians 5, it talks about how we are ambassadors for Christ, and we have been given the ministry of reconciliation. And so what is the ministry of reconciliation? Well, reconciliation is what happened in the straight story. Two brothers who were far apart have been brought together. And more specifically, we have been given the ministry of reconciling people to God. Even though God has done nothing wrong, people have strayed, all of us have strayed far away from Him. And the most important job for God is bringing those people back, reconciling these people back to Himself. I guess another way of putting it is that we are God's friend makers. God reaches out and through us shares His heart with the world that doesn't know Him, and lets people know how He longs for us to come back into relationship with Him. And so that is our task, that is our assignment, and that is our identity. We are ambassadors. And for many people, the only God they're going to know, the only Jesus they're going to know is you, you in their world. You are God to them. You represent God. You show them who God is until they meet Him and discover that for Himself, or for themselves. So anyway, you and I are ambassadors of Christ, reconciling people to God. As always, I just encourage you to stop by kim51.com. That's kim51.com. That's my store. You'll find some courses and books, and I'm just, I know it's been a while since I've posted here. I just want to let you know that I have been working really hard on 2 courses, How to Forgive and Overcoming Lust and Porn. Got lots of good stuff on that. Hope to start shooting videos on that sometime soon, and I'll have that ready to share with you as well. Anyway, thanks so much. Oh, and there is a free gift for you at the store, so be sure to claim that. Thanks so much. Have a super day.